What's going on, team? It's the 19th of June. It's a Thursday, and we're about to do a quick market breakdown. And obviously, I haven't uploaded one of these in quite a long time, actually. But for all those who have been joining my live sessions, my live trading sessions, they've been benefiting a lot from the setups, from the knowledge, given that I give a full breakdown of the strategy, a full breakdown of the entry, and what's actually making us take that specific position. So if you're not aware of it, you can join my Telegram and my channel, which is on down there in the link. And also, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my automated trading system, which is completely free for the first 3 months, so that you can get a taste for yourself of its performance and how it performs, since it had been working for quite a long time now, and it has remained profitable regardless of whatever is happening in the world economy right now. So I'm just going to be giving a quick breakdown of the markets, given that we took a few setups towards this week. We did get taken out a bit, then we re-entered as well, and we managed to book some profits. And we did also take some setup on US30 that went straight ahead into profit, and it was quite nice as well, which made me think that right now I think I'm probably going to be executing a lot more on US30 as well, given that it has been a pair that even previously I've made some good amounts of profit, and it has low noise and low manipulation as well. So this is something that I really look into, especially when approaching the market. So okay, so first we're gonna have our first pair, which is going to be, let me just put it right here, EU. EU is one of the pair which we actually took a few trades. We took a few trades on EU since the beginning of the week. You can see EU what it was doing. Let me just go to a much higher time frame so that I can break down what EU had been doing. You can see that at first we had 3 levels of rise on EU. You can see level 1, level 2, level 3, and then we had a pullback and then a reset around this strong area of resistance over here, of support, sorry, this strong area of support over here. We had a W formation, which was like a multi-session W formation over a period of boom. It hit us, probably this was a Friday, Sunday, Monday, and on Tuesday it gave us that second leg, and then price started pumping from that point onwards. We were looking for buy side as well. We had 1, 2, and 3 pushes to the high again, 3 levels, and then we had our peak formation high. Price reversed, and if we zoom in a little bit more, after price reversing, let me just go to the H1. After price reversing, you can see that price gave us that 1 push, second push, third push, going to that high again, giving us like 3 hits to the high. And basically this could also be considered the M formation, because we had the M here, and then obviously they decided to hit the high one more time after making another level of rise, which was 1 day, 2 day, 3 levels of rise again. And from that point we were now looking for a reversal trade, so we knew that our momentum has shifted. And according to the BTMM, our market maker trend, we would now be looking for sell side. So you can actually see that from this point onward we started looking for sell side. We had 1 level of drop, 2 levels of drop, which right now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be essentially breaking down. Hold on, I'm gonna be getting rid of the noise so that you guys can see these things a bit clearly. Right, so at this point you can see that we had one day of drop, consolidation, 2 days of drop, and on this specific day 1 of drop, what happened was we did see this and predict this way before. Price was somewhere around here, way before price came up here. We did put this and we did predict this. So price came up here, we entered, but then price spiked us out of this trade. But the moment I saw that the spike came down and it closed below this, I decided to re-enter the trade, which I ended up closing somewhere around down here, which was a solid entry, and we did book some solid profits out of it. Let me see, I think I have the trade history somewhere over here on how we took this trade over here. You can see, I think I'm just gonna find a way of putting this trade so that you guys can see over here in the screen. This is how the trade was. You can see up here we have the sell on EU, and then it stopped us out, and then from then we ended up entering more, and we were actually greedy. And some of these other trades are trades that I took yesterday as well. So boom boom, we hit our TP, we closed out somewhere out here. We didn't want to be too greedy, because essentially at first we wanted to close here, but then we ended up holding because we got hit our stop loss over here. So from that point onwards yesterday, we also predicted that price was going to give us a fake move to the high and drop. But then what happened? Price came, yes, we entered, we saw profit, it hit our TP1, but after hitting our TP1 we still had a few positions open, but it wasn't break even. We got stopped out. Price came all the way up here, but then we saw that at the beginning, at the mid of New York, when price came and spiked that high, giving us another double top, I essentially ended up entering again, and I closed out this morning, which is the rest of the trades which you're going to be seeing right now, which are these ones over here. These are the rest of the trades as well on EU as well. So from this point onwards, if we go to the higher time frame, what we are looking for is essentially, we can see that we are level 1 drop. This is our level 2 drop over here. So you wanna box in this level 2 drop. Let me just make this black. We want that clear look. Okay, so you can see that we are level 1, and let me just write 2. Why can't I see the 2? I'm doing this for you guys' sake though. Inside, not inside, at the top. So we had 2. We say this is 1. I think 18 is a bit too much. Even over here also 18 is a bit too much. So we had level 1, we had level 2. Let me just save this real quick. And right now we are currently at level 3. And since given that today is Thursdays, we should be expecting some sort of reversal. Even that we had 1, 2, 3 week beginning fake move to the high. You can see the consolidation over here. In the bigger picture, you can see accumulation, fake move to the high, trend, market maker trend, and reverse. So this is something that they usually do more often. So for me to enter and execute on this specific pair, let me just put my EMAs a little bit. I just want to see. I would be interested only if this pair gave me a clear W formation, which would mean that I would want this price to come back here to this area, and then essentially we will be taking buy sides on euro so that we can go to the high side on EU. So this is the setup that I'm looking at, and this is the setup that I'm waiting on. And obviously if it reaches this point, I want to see some sort of clear rejection around this area over here before we can take the trade long. Right, let me just take the black out. Before we can take the trade long, I want to see some sort of clear rejection. And essentially as well, I also would like to see TDI divergence. Let me show you guys real quick, because if you come here, this is my MT4 as well, which I normally use. It's crazy how it looks like they already gave us that low, but I would like it to not be the other leg to not be on during the Asian, because also you can see our price is still upside over here. So I don't think it would be wise for us to take a buy right now. So just as I mentioned, I would want price to come here, gave us this clear rejection before it can go high side. And essentially as well, I would like to see TDI gave us that divergence, or the divergence, or like go outside the band or whatever, so that we can use that as an extra confirmation as well. Let me just try and go to the higher time frame and see that if maybe perhaps we are at the area. Yes, if we look at the higher time frame as well, we do happen to be at an area where price previously rejected for quite some time. So it's actually wise to consider this area a strong area, and then price might actually respect. It's actually respecting already as it touched the 8, started reversing, as we can see. But yeah, if price comes to this area and rejects, I would be expecting some sort of pullback, perhaps pullback to the week mid or something of that sort, this would be ideal, like the 50 or somewhere around this point, but we also don't want to get greedy. So just a reasonable pullback, it's okay, given that this week price has already moved quite a lot. This pair is also looking like it just wants to go, but essentially I would love to see this pair come back, like let's just say throughout the New York Open, and come here and give us that rejection, and then I would know like this is a multi-session W formation, and then I would take this trade with confidence. So right now let us wait for this specific setup and then just see. Now let us go to US30. Currently we are looking at, this is actually, let me just, 15-minute time frame. Let us go to the H1 so that we can literally see what's really happened on the bigger picture. Okay, so on the H1 there's still a bit noise. I can't really see the patterns really well yet, but it's fine, it's fine. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be starting by just boxing a certain level in certain areas. I don't normally use this, but I'm at a point where I just want to know, and I need just some sort of extra confirmation just so I know where exactly I should be looking into executing specific pairs or specific trades. So it appears this level, they've already touched this level right here. What's the next valuable strong level? Probably this one over here would be considered quite strong. Then let me break down to the H1. To the H1, you can see that we had a peak formation high. From the peak formation high, we had 1, 2, and 3 drop, and then we had that reversal which we took. This is the reversal which I was speaking about that we took on US30. We saw little drawdown, just and it was a straight clean trade, and then it gave us a head and shoulder pattern somewhere over here. This is the trade I'm going to try and put on the screen right here. This is the buy trade that we actually took on US30 on this specific week right here. So let us look at this a little bit more in depth. Let's see. So we got boom to the downside. From that point onwards, we had the head and shoulder, and in the New York session they gave us a big reversal, and on the second day we thought they would give us a continuation to the downside, but no, they gave us some sort of W pattern. But the way this W presented itself is quite different, given that the W presented itself at the Asian midline. If you guys are not aware of the Asian midline, you can use your Fibonacci retracement, and then you just mark the Asian midline. Let me just make this a bit thick so that you guys can see the Asian midline, and then you can see how like what they did essentially was they faked out to the high. They only came down to the Asian midline, and then towards the end of the London they also hit the Asian mid again, making a W formation and going to the high side. Boom, 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 high. So this is a trade that you really have to take some time before you can actually execute. So yeah, okay, let me just check. That you really have to take some time before you actually execute. So from then you can see that price started dropping, which is a bit sticky right now, because we can see that boom, boom, boom. Let's see, maybe the trend has shifted at this point. We are going downside, but it's not too clear to me, and I don't like it when something is not that clear to me, you know. I like to avoid the noise and all that. I like to avoid the noise. So we have another thing I use is timing, right? Timing sometimes can help me identify where exactly I am. So let me just, I'll make this black. Where's the next day? Let me just put from 16 to 16 the next day. This is gonna be to 16 today, and this is the time. All right, so it appears we had 1 drop, 2 drops. So essentially I think I'm not really interested in this area right here, because I'm not seeing anything clear yet. But if I do get some sort of nice rejection and then I would be interested, because we could box this and say boom, boom, boom. This could be an M formation as well. Now that I look at it over a period of 2 days, New York, New York, boom to the downside. So essentially what I would be interested in seeing in US30 is for price to come somewhere around this point over here. Let's see, this is the Asian and midline. Yeah, maybe if we can get some sort of good confirmation around this area over here, and essentially also hit the EMA or something of that sort. So alright guys, this is my breakdown on US30 and this is my breakdown on EU. So I'll keep you guys updated maybe in the next video. Sign up, join the Telegram channel. You can get access to a lot of free knowledge, a lot of my automated trading system as well. I can give you for free so that you can make an income. You don't need to have any experience to use these things. And then perhaps I'll also be launching something that can help you guys with mentorship or something of that sort. So okay guys, this is it for today. Catch you guys on the next one. Yeah.